crochet when I was really young, maybe like, 8 or something. And then I was a giant nerd, so I was crocheting Afghans on the playground in elementary school, and people thought I was just the coolest shit. And I was like, yeah, that's great. And so then I discovered that you could do like 3D things, and then I'm like, okay. So I made like a ball, and it happened to be yellow, and then I'm like, oh, what can I do with a yellow ball? I can make a Pikachu. So then I made like the head of a Pikachu, and I'm like, this is adorable, what can I do with this? And I just like went from there, looking up patterns and adorable things, and I just kind of really took it and ran with it. I actually started in anime cons, and I thought that was more of a niche because that's kind of what I'm making a lot of Pokemon, which is technically an anime. So that's where I started, but then I'm just like, oh, Grand Rapids Comic Con, it's like 2 seconds from home. I might as well like try that. And then like I sold so much that I was like, okay, apparently Comic-Con's where it's at. Comic-Con's where people love my stuff, so I guess that's where I'll go. And since it's pretty much hometown, it just makes so much sense. Honestly, it's really fun because like I love people's reactions. I have had the whole spectrum of reactions from people, especially with prices. Some people are like, oh my god, shut up and take my money, and other people are like, set it down and back away slowly. But like just the expressions on people's faces as they walk by, and they're like, oh my god, it's the joy that it brings me. It's great. A couple of cons ago it was the axolotls, and then pretty much every time the evolutions pretty much like are big, so I kind of tripled down on that one this time and brought a ton of them. The melodic up here, it takes a lot of time because of the how big it is, but then I always put wire in it to try and like make it posable and things like that. But honestly, the crocheting's the fast part. It's like any like felted details or extra sewing parts that take the longest. So anything that has as little felting as possible is my go-to. I really do love when I make my Charizards, because just the fact that I can turn something so soft and fluffy into something so intense looking, I'm always happy with how it looks. So if you look up Nekokoneko 92, you'll probably find me on Instagram. But as much as that sucks, I am not a huge social media person, so that's pretty much where I'm putting all of the pictures of the crochet stuff, but I'm working on it. It's a work in progress.